Good morning. Welcome to day 2. So, day 2 is about making it almost too easy to not want to do this. So, what I mean by that is, as we talked about yesterday, that make sure it's accessible, right? Um, this today, I want to show you a really simple practice and thoughts. Basically, forget about drawing with different colors and stuff for now. Just think about as what is the easiest way for me to show up for my sketchbook. And again, sketchbook is not a performance. It's about jotting down your thoughts in a visual way. Or if you like writing, you can do it that way too, to write. Um, so these are the two tools that I like to use, either just a black and white, right, pencil, or the Sharpie pen. Um, it's a fine line. Um, it's almost like a drafting pen, but it doesn't have to be exactly like that. This is just the things that I have lying around. And also this Muji pen that has different color to it, so it's very accessible. It's just one thing, and then I can just draw. Let's see which one that I have. Those things. Oh, here's an example of showing up very easily. So just one morning, I just start doodling using this one pen because it has different color to it. So I can definitely try different sketching ideas, shapes, or shading ideas, just a different ways of drawing it, and just using one tool. So today, let's do that. Could also easily just one color with a different shading to it, right? It's almost like because you have very limited tools, you become slowly become uh, trying to be uh, resourceful in what your hands doing. Um, so for today, let's practice just one tool, um, one page. Think about it as I only have 2 minutes to do this because I have to pick up my kids, or I have to uh, throw the garbage out before the garbage truck's coming. I don't know, something like that. But um, for me, I like doing random shapes. So the shapes can be anything you want to do, uh, but I like to think about like three-dimensional things for some reason. And you don't have to do this. This is just an idea of what are the things that you naturally drawn into. You know, could be shapes, could be botanical, could be um, food, could be uh, really anything you want. Um, so just use one pencil for now. Just fill the page. Maybe do a little experiment on different shapes. Maybe I want to do some kind of flower things. Let's do, how can I make flower in a more interesting way? Um, you know, um, so I mean that could be like, okay, that's one. it's it's a it's super simple, right? And if I have more time, I can do another one right here. Just one tool. Don't have to be too crazy about it. It's basically, imagine that you are in the class and you get bored and you just start doodling. And this is what you do, just doodle stuff, just follow the path. Like right now, I'm following the the path of these shapes without thinking about what am I doing, like without thinking, basically. Easy peasy, just playing with the shapes, right? So it doesn't take that long. Maybe I like circles. How do you make circles? Maybe I do a little bit of the shading on some of these. Now this sketching are like abstract sketching, right? So I think abstraction sketching is more about exploring shapes and could be feeling as well. How do you feel about something, and then draw it into this, right? You can imagine if you use words, the words becomes the anchor for what you want to say. For example, I don't know, chaos. If I word chaos, what would I do here? You know, could be something like this. So it's like transferring the words into visual communication. You know. Maybe the words is chaos and order. So what is, maybe order is more control. So these are like practicing your thoughts and feelings into visual form. Just using a simple pencil, right? Chaos and order. I mean, I'm just making those up. I'm, one example. You can create your own rules and then come up with the visual. So there's a couple examples. Another example of the sketching is you see something, let's say it's a pencil, and you try to draw that pencil in here. I mean, we've seen these all the time, right? This is what when people say sketch, is more like this is what normal sketch is going to be. Like portraying what you see into your book, right? But in abstraction world, maybe that's a little bit different. Which can be challenging sometimes because there's in a way there's no guide. This one you have a guide. You have this pen, and I want to draw it here. That's the goal, and that's it, right? So if you let's say you get confused on what am I supposed to draw now, then switch to this exercise. So it's like back and forth, and then you said, this is boring, I don't want to do this one. And then you can go back to this kind of exercise using words, extract that, get the essence, and put it into the form, right? And this is slowly you become like aware of what you like and what you don't like. For example, this is more three-dimensional, more rectangular. This is more circle and bubbly. And slowly you feel like, oh, I don't like this one. I like this one better. Oh, I like this one. I don't like this one. I like bubbly better. So as you continue talking to yourself, speaking on this form, you slowly get to know your own taste, right? What is that? What you care about. And that's the important thing about making honest work. It's not about what's out there, it's about what's inside of us and putting it into this practice, daily practice. Okay, so hopefully that's helpful. So that's the first day of practice. Just use simple thing, use your mind and body and your feelings into this. Remember to flip-flop between, just do something abstraction or something observation, and those are two different ways of kind of do your exercise, and both are good. You can leverage the two ways of sketching. Okay, hopefully that's helpful. I'll see you on the next day, tomorrow.